I've been dealing with chronic anxiety over the past 4 years. I always wondered why I would have chest pains. I've been to the hospital once or twice for anxiety. I'm like, "Am I
Yeah.
having a panic attack?" Just my chest hurting and feels like an elephant's on it, not able to breathe, and I was sacrificing myself for everything else. I was
Mm.
putting everything above my needs, everything,
Mm.
and my
Yeah.
body was trying to tell me, "Slow down,
Yeah.
say no,
Mm.
center yourself, love yourself." And for years, I've been pouring from a half empty cup.
Mm.
I've been pouring parts of myself, I've been giving that away
Yeah.
instead of pouring or giving from the overflow.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Girl, Get Your Groove Back. I'm your host, Coach Jamila, total wellness coach, mama of five, and your no fluff guide to real energy, hormone harmony, emotional balance, and overall confident living. Today, I am so excited to introduce a powerhouse guest, Cecily R. Smith. She's a mom of four, visionary, and the force behind Abide Women's Health Services, a nonprofit changing the game in women's healthcare and birth outcomes. But what I love most is she's also on her own journey, reclaiming her body, her spirit, and her life. You are going to walk away inspired, motivated, and maybe even ready to start your own groove. Make sure to subscribe, like, share, and leave a review. Let's get into it. Well, hey, and welcome to Girl, Get Your Groove Back. It is Coach Jamila, and I'm so excited to have my friend, founder, mama four, all the things, Cecily, here on the podcast with us today. Cess, thank you so much for being a part of Girl Get Your Groove Back. I really, really appreciate you being here, and I'm super excited to dive in because I have some questions, and I know we're going to just flow with the conversation as well. Welcome to Girl Get Your Groove Back.
Wow. Oh, why, thank you, I'm so excited. I love you so much. So,
I
yes, I'm
love
so
you. I love you. So it's been a while. So we met, was it 1999?
yes.
It was 1999 at University of North Texas. We were in CLU. CLU.
Clue. I thought you knew. I said clue. You knew.
Hey. We had a whole little group. It was called Classy Ladies Unlimited. Oh no, Christian Ladies United. That's what it was. Yeah. So I've just been so blown away seeing you through the lens of social media. Just do so many amazing things. I mean, I remember you started a dance community. You've now started Abide. You were like a powerhouse and a visionary, and you have these beautiful babies. So you are a mom of four.
Mhm.
You're a founder. You're a woman on your own self-discovery journey as well. I would love to know, just as we dive in, do we even believe in balance? What does that look like for you? What does harmony look like for you in this season of life, girl?
So, yeah, I don't believe in balance.
Yeah. Okay.
I do, however, believe in boundaries.
Mm.
I'm not the greatest at them. I'm learning. I'm learning
Yes.
boundaries. I don't think I had boundaries at all at one point in my life, and so this past, I would say, year and a half, I've really been tapping into learning what boundaries are, what are my boundaries.
Mm.
I think boundaries actually require you to center yourself, like to center your priorities, center what you allow and who
Yes.
you allow into your life and the amount of time they spend or the things.
Yes.
Like you mentioned, I'm all of these things, but without boundaries, it can, oh my gosh, it can wreak havoc. And so I've been through it,
Yes.
the journey.
Boundaries. I love that. And I think that's been hard for me too. And you have to set boundaries for yourself to protect your peace. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. It's
Protect
a
your
word. That's
peace.
a word right there. Protecting our peace.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I know too, like, I think we talked a little bit about people pleasing, and that's a big journey that I noticed that you have been very vocal about it. We're not doing this anymore.
Yes. I mean, honestly, unpacking people pleasing has been a journey for me over the past few years, and I
Yeah.
realize that it stems from my childhood.
Mm,
It's something that I learned as a child. I was a very compliant child. I
yeah,
was the one with the sweet spirit. I was quiet. I was kind, and I still am.
yeah,
But compliance compliance can be, like, dangerous ultimately because you're doing something to please someone. Your
yeah,
response isn't necessarily out of a genuine, you know, genuine process, a genuine decision. It's because you're trying to not make someone upset or angry or disappointed in you.
yep.
So that stems from my childhood, and I've seen elements of that in my work,
Mm.
personal life, and it is a denial of self.
Mm,
It is a denial of self, and I have really confronted that, and I'm actively integrating, just centering my whole being, my mind, body, and spirit.
right.
Um, I'm actively centering myself and resisting that.
I know that's right. What
Mhm.
helped you get to that point? Do you feel like there was, like, a pivotal moment when you were like, "Girl, stop"? Or how did you kinda discover, like, "I am people pleasing. I need to set this boundary. I need to cut this out"?
I think, people pleasing comes up for me. It has come up for me in my work. Uh,
Hmm.
I'm conflict avoidant for one.
Yeah, me too. I don't like
Yeah.
it.
I don't like it. It's uncomfortable.
Yes.
When you're used to people pleasing, you're accommodating. You just
Hmm.
tend to lean towards being accommodating for everyone else at
Yeah.
the expense of yourself and what is right, honestly. And balancing that, like, generosity,
Mm.
having even just a work environment that is, I have a dream work environment. I'm living the dream, honestly, and my team is living the dream, I believe most of them are. And
Yeah.
just having a really wholesome, flexible, loving work environment that centers their humanity. But then when conflict arises, it can be challenging because I will make decisions that aren't for my best interest,
Right.
are not in my best interest. So, yeah, I've seen it in work without going into any, specific details.
Yeah.
Also have noticed it in relationships, in intimate relationships, I'll say. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's interesting. I'm having a hard time coming up with, like, specific examples, but I just
Yeah.
know just over the past couple of years, I've just been sitting and reflecting on choices and decisions and why I do certain things, and I'm like, "Oh, I am really aiming to please," and it
Mm.
feel good. Like, it doesn't
Yeah.
feel good in my nervous system. It doesn't make me feel
Ooh.
right. So, yeah.
I like that. Nervous system regulation. That's something I talk about a lot
So
because so many of us are not regulated in our nervous system. We are stressed
mhm.
and we don't know why. So kudos to you for just going on that journey and discovering the importance of respecting yourself and setting those boundaries. I love that for you.
Thank
And I
you.
think it's like super important as we continue to get older. And I feel like, tell me how you feel. We're in our 40s. Hey,
Yes. Loving it.
loving the 40s. Girl, do you feel like you're just like on a whole different elevation mindset level? I don't know. Like, I just feel so free. I'm not holding back as much as I used to. Like the 40s is what it is. I'm loving the 40s. Tell me. Tell me.
Yes, I'm feeling myself, feeling
Hey,
No, it's a whole other level. Like, I tell people all the time, I would not go back to my 20s if anyone paid me
come on.
to do it. The 40s, you get to a point where you're beginning, well, my word of the year is becoming.
Mm,
That's my
I
word of the
love
year,
that.
becoming.
Yeah.
I'm, like,
Yeah.
really focusing on becoming who is Cecily? Who is Cecily outside of being a mother and a CEO?
Yeah.
Who is Cecily outside of being something for other people.
Yeah.
And so that's what my 40s are. It's been an uncover it's stripping back the layers that have
Yeah.
essentially buried that have been covering and burying who Cecily really is.
Mm.
So yeah, the 40s have been wonderful. I just have a new refound energy for
Yeah.
life, living, and not giving a care, like, what other people think of me, and that,
Yeah.
again, is tied to people pleasing. It's like, "Oh, wait a minute,
Yes.
am I performing?" You know, like so, yeah, it feels so good, and I keep hearing from other women that it just gets better, like, some women in their 50s are like, "Girl, 50s are great." So I'm just like, "Okay, alright," like, I'm embracing aging.
I'm embracing it. I love that because I feel like back in the day, when we were maybe in our 20s, like 40s was scary. 50s is scary. Oh my God, we're gonna get
Oh,
old. Yeah, that's old. But now that we're here, I'm just like you said, girl, baby, I would never go back to the 20s. No,
no.
no, 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 no. It was it was too much
Didn't know what
trauma.
we were doing. We didn't know what we were doing.
We didn't know.
Like, we're babies and entering this world and just, like, trying to like, what? So,
Yeah.
I think there's something to be said about lived experiences and just, like, living and
Mm.
purity and learning wisdom and discernment.
Mm.
I wasn't discerning nothing in my 20s. What was that?
No. What? Right. Huh. What you mean? We thought we were.
We thought we were. Yeah, we thought we were.
So now in this season, how do you feel like you are really leaning in, like in terms of like what your body needs, what your spirit needs? How are you getting to that now?
So, I will say I've been dealing with chronic anxiety over the past 4 years, and
Mm.
I always wondered why I would have chest pains. I've been to the hospital once or twice for anxiety. I'm like, "Am I
Yeah.
having a panic attack?"
Right.
Just my chest hurting and feels like an elephant's on it, not able to breathe, and then I could not pinpoint what it was that was causing it. I
Yeah.
know now what was causing it, but it's several things, but one I would say is I was sacrificing myself for everything else. I was
Mm.
putting everything above my needs, everything.
Mhm.
And my body was trying to tell me that. My
Yeah.
body was trying to tell me, slow down,
Yeah.
say no,
Mm.
center yourself, love yourself. And for years, I've been pouring from a half empty cup.
Mm.
I've been pouring parts of myself, I've been giving that away
Yeah.
instead of pouring or giving from the overflow.
Yeah.
And so now I know this year has been so pivotal for me because I've identified that. I've identified all the things that were causing me so much anxiety and stress,
Yeah.
and I've been really intentional about slowing down. There was at one point where the work that I do, I did it every day. Like I never shut my brain down. Even if you're not doing anything administrative, like when
Right.
you're thinking about it, because I'm a visionary, you're constantly thinking, you're constantly going. Every single day I was thinking
Yeah.
about I never had a day off. And
Mm.
so this year I've been really intentional about my weekends.
Come
Like
on.
I do not open my email. I do not there's some occasionally, I'm a CEO, so there's some occasional times.
Right.
However, I've put better boundaries in place to help support my physical, mental, spiritual health.
Yeah.
When it comes to my spiritual health, I'm
Yeah.
going through a lot of deconstructing. I've been deconstructing for probably around a decade,
Yeah.
but this year has brought in a whole other level of deconstruction, and I'm questioning everything. Every
Mm. Baby.
Yeah,
Yeah. I know I think, we talked about this before, like, that's a whole podcast episode,
it is.
deconstructing, because
Yes,
I feel like a lot of people, especially in the Black community, from the Black church, we
mm,
are deconstructing a lot,
a lot.
unlearning a lot, and I'm with you on that because it's like, "Is this what I was taught? Is that really true?"
Right.
I don't feel like it is anymore, so many things, so many things. So
So
I
many
hear
things.
you. I
Yeah,
hear you on that.
and then for me, Jamila, it's like I began thinking back to a lot of decisions that I made in my 20s.
Yeah.
So many decisions that, like, if my daughter made the decision, I would just my heart would ache for her. My heart would
Yeah.
ache for her. But a lot of
Yeah.
the decisions I made were based on toxic theology. And
Mm.
we can put a pin in it, and unpack that another time, but I, I've just been unpacking like many of us are. It's so funny you said that. So many in the Black community. Yes.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I see it everywhere. Everyone is unpacking. But the one thing I will say is
Yeah.
that the one thing that I have never really questioned is Christ, like the
Yeah.
life of Christ.
Yeah.
That's I'm like, if there's anyone to admire, to look up to be like, it is
Yeah.
Christ. But everything else, the different theologies, doctrines, or whatnot, I'm like, yeah, I don't there's a lot of things I just don't believe anymore.
Yeah.
And so interesting about all of that is there's been a tremendous amount of freedom that has come from it. Like,
Mm.
I've never felt more seen now in my
Yes.
questioning and actually questioning and not just following
Yeah.
right now. I'm like, "Oh, okay." I feel
Come
hugged,
on.
warm. I feel like God is like, "I got you. Ask those
Yes.
questions, baby. You good? You
Ask
live in
him.
a fallen, messed up world. Like, you're human."
Yes.
Well, yeah.
We need to ask the questions.
Mhm.
And I think that that was a big problem even for me was I didn't ask the questions. It's just like, "Oh, pastor said,"
Yeah.
and that's it. And we didn't ask the questions. But now the discernment, like you said, in our 40s, the
Mhm.
questioning, it's okay. It's necessary for you to come to the conclusion on your own, for you to have a relationship because you want to, not because somebody told you to.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I love that you're asking the questions, that you're deconstructing, that you're feeling seen and loved and hugged and free, most of all.
Yes.
That's what it's about. Freedom, you
Ooh,
know, freedom.
the
That right
the
there.
level of bondage,
Girl.
like, it was real. Like, I
Yeah.
got a little, ooh. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was it was absolute bondage.
Yeah. And side note,
Yeah.
a part of that for me was when I was going through a divorce and I was thinking I can't divorce because God hates divorce and he's going to be so mad at me if I do this. And I stayed in so much bondage for so long because of that mindset. And so to your points, the
Mhm.
freedom that you feel not just from me going through that divorce, but just me being like God loves me. Okay? He loves me, and I'm making a choice for my own safety and my children's safety at the end of the day, but that's a whole other show too. But just saying.
It is, but you know what's so interesting about that is
Yeah,
I've been doing a lot of reflecting, and, I think in the faith community that we're accustomed to being reared in,
yeah.
I had put a Facebook post on recently that said, "I believe that we have made an idol out of marriage, children, and" what was the 3rd one? Suffering.
Ooh, suffering.
Suffering. Suffering. Stay in that marriage, do
Mm,
everything you possibly can. Even when in my 20s, I was trigger warning, everyone, sexual assault. Um, in
yeah.
my in college, I was assaulted by my boyfriend,
Mm.
and because of purity culture, because he
Mm,
took my virginity, I thought I had to be with him. It was really a and no one told me, "You gotta stay with him." Like, it
yeah,
wasn't that. It was the
yeah,
pressure, it was the idolization of being pure,
yeah.
the shame involved in that.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much shame. There's so
Yeah,
much shame, and that impacted so many decisions that I made moving
right.
so m
Yeah,
and so that's something that I've been unpacking, and I think about my daughter, and I think about other women, just like you, Jamila. Like, I'm
yeah.
sure it's like shame. Heaven forbid, it's like the end of the world if you get a divorce.
Oh, yeah.
It is
Oh, yeah.
absolutely wrong. You're gonna be shamed, you're gonna be called out in the church,
Oh, yeah.
Teenagers are called out in the church if they get pregnant, but they
They
don't the guy isn't called out in the church. We're dealing with shame, we're dealing with toxic theology, we're dealing with patriarchy, misogyny. There's a lot of things that we as women
Yeah.
are confronted with on a daily basis, and we're still, you know, doing what we do.
I'm still standing.
And
Cause yeah, wow. And
yeah,
even with the trauma you went through in college, how did you finally get out of that? How did you finally say, "I can't be in this relationship"?
I don't even know. So one of the things is I experienced a lot of trauma in my 20s is I don't actually remember a lot of my 20s.
Yeah.
There'll be people that come up to me from UNT, and I don't remember them. They remember me. They're like, "Oh my gosh, Cecily!" And I'm just like, "Hi,
"Hey, girl," you don't know their name. "Hey, girl," that's what I do.
hey, hi, sis." Like, God. So I mean, I don't really know how I got out of that. I think it just fizzled.
Mm,
It was a couple of years of on and off type of situation. But yeah, so I don't really remember just how that ended. I will say that I have forgiven him. Like, I'm good. I really
yeah,
am. I
yeah,
forgave him years ago,
yeah.
but it impacted everything. It impacted all
Oh,
of my
yeah,
relationships,
yeah,
and how I allow people into my life. I had no boundaries, and like I said, going back to people pleasing,
yeah.
just continue to deny myself.
Mm.
So And then and then came motherhood. And then with motherhood, it is already like a sacrificial thing. You're already sacrificing, like, your body
Oh,
to
yeah,
hold a child in your womb. And
yeah,
so that's something like it was an intentional effort, but yeah, like, it was just like this pattern. It's still you're pleasing that baby essentially still,
yeah, yeah,
and you're choosing to nurse. I breastfed all of my babies for a long time.
yeah,
And so my entire 30s, I was either pregnant, breastfeeding a child, like giving of my body to another human being.
yeah.
And so the 40s hit and I did have a child, how old is he now? Yeah, anyways. Yeah, he's turning 6 and I'm turning 45 in a couple of weeks. But
Yeah,
yeah, when I got pregnant with my 4th, I was like, I cried. I did. But I quickly got over that and moved on. But my 40s has been like, okay, especially when I breastfed him for a very long time,
yeah,
very long time. And that was an intentional choice. I knew he was my last, and I loved breastfeeding. However, again, I'm still giving of myself, my body, to another human being. And whenever that stopped, it was like, okay, all right, I'm done. Now I can really focus on me. But even
yeah,
in that, even after I made that decision, it takes a lot of unlearning, and I was for the longest time still trying to figure out, how do I center myself? How do I choose to be selfish without being judged?
yeah,
And
yeah,
am being selfish. I am centering me and my healing. And
yes.
one more thing, Jamila, is it was the end of last year that I really came face to face with my own mortality. I just really started
Mm,
processing that because I have a lot of family members, extended family members who are very sick. And lots of things passed
mm,
on generation is genetics and
yeah,
systemic, honestly. Whole other podcast, but I
yeah,
am thinking about my own mortality and was realizing I cannot continue with this pattern of not caring for myself and saying I matter. Like, I matter. I can't or I'm gonna die. I
mm,
Yeah. If I didn't do it, I don't think that I would live long because my mental health was waning too. Like,
yeah.
it's mental, physical, spiritual, but, you know, mental health is so important,
Oh, yeah.
as you know.
Yes. I'm so glad that you faced that because a lot of people don't get there. A lot of people, like you listening to your body, for example, and I always tell people all the time, listen the best you can when it's whispering, but a lot of times we miss the whisper and we get to the scream and it's like, oh, hell.
Yeah.
Something's happening. My body is screaming at me, and sometimes people don't have enough time to start making shifts. So I love that you are taking care of you and that you are being selfish, because I think it's not selfish to take care of you because now your cup can overflow and you can give the overflow to the ones that you love and to your business and things like that. That's necessary. So who is Cecily, like, in this season? Outside of mom, outside of founder, who
Yeah.
is Cecily?
Cecily is a vibrant, loving, generous, em- empathetic, compassionate, funny,
Yes.
joy filled spring of knowledge and goodness. I'm passionate. I'm so sensitive, unbelievably emotional. Wow. 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 I know that we talk about affirmations, like, I listen to my affirmations and stuff, but me actually talking about myself, like, saying these words about who I am out loud is triggering something in me right now. I'm a deep feeler.
Yes.
I thrive on connection and community. I am loved, deeply loved by God.
Mm,
I love
yes.
myself. Yeah, I'm a badass. Yeah, I'm a badass.
Period. Period.
Period. Yeah.
And is.
I probably need to do that a little bit more, like, look in the mirror and just, like, affirm who I know that I am, and to be able to do that for myself and not seek it from other people,
Yes.
you know, need it from other people, but just be like, "This is who I know I am, and I don't need anyone to tell me because I know." And again, that's part of centering myself. It's also I think it's growth. There was something else I was gonna say, but I lost it. It ran out of my mind, but yeah, that's who I am.
That's powerful. That's powerful because you do need to keep saying that to yourself. You need to keep affirming yourself because I believe people from the outside looking in, I know for me, I'm like, damn, this girl is amazing. This girl is an inspiration, seriously. And
Jimmy,
so you have to know your gifts, which I know you do. And I think it's important that we do say it out loud and we hear ourselves say it every single day
yeah.
because there's power in that. And thank you for sharing that.
Absolutely. Thank you. I would probably get once or twice a week, and this is more related to, like, what I do, but people be like, "Cecily, do you know what you've done?
Mm,
Do you
seriously.
do you realize it?" And I'm like, I was so busy just, like, moving, 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 and I feel like I'm a pretty humble person, like, I don't gloat about what I do. That's not in my
Right.
nature,
Yeah.
but people would say these things over my life and be like, "Golly, you're a badass. You're doing this. You are, like" whatever, and it has taken me a really long time to actually believe it. It really has. Like, I know that I've done,
Mm.
but I've always been like, by the grace of God, like, God is good, but
Yeah.
God gave me the visions, God gave me the heart, God gave me a sweet, sensitive spirit. He made
Yeah.
me or they, I like to use they, I like to be inclusive in my in my communication about
Yes.
she they have made me a deeply empathetic person, and I think for the longest time that those things have been used against me, like being
Mm.
sensitive, being a person with deep empathy and connection and all those things
Mm.
m have been used or manipulated,
Yeah.
and I'm telling you, it's this year. Like, at the end of last year, going into this year, it's like the blinders came off, and I was able to see myself and believe it. Like, actually believe the things that people
Yeah.
are speaking over me. Believing that and speaking those things does not make me this cocky.
That's right.
It just means that I'm confident and I know who I am.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's a beautiful thing, and I think that's another thing, a part of some of the trauma that can also come from the church is you have to be humble. Well, yes, you have to be humble, that's true, but that doesn't mean you can't be confident and know who you are. So, embrace that, honey, because baby, you definitely are a badass, for sure, let me tell you.
Look, we have 2 badasses on this call.
Well, hey, I'll take it. So, thank you so much, and we have to talk about your other baby, Abide,
Yes.
which I've had the pleasure of seeing the beautiful clinic. I mean, it's beautiful in sunny South Dallas,
Yes.
and
Yeah, we
I've met some of your people that work there are also beautiful spirits. I'd love for you to take us back to the moment that really sparked Abide. What was it that got Abide started?
I love telling the story of Vide.
Okay, I wanna
I really do. I love the work that I do, and I love the people that I work with, and what was it? The spark, or I'll say the seeds. I say that I use a lot of analogies when it comes to root analogies, seeds, growth, when I think about and talk about Abide. So, it was in 2014, I was sitting at a conference with my baby girl. She was an infant, and I learned about the health disparities in Black women and Black babies. And when I
Mhm.
learned about these disparities, it gutted me. Like, it just gutted me when I learned that Black women are dying at unbelievable disproportionate rates, and that 80 to 90% of these deaths are preventable, and these are deaths
Mm.
from, childbirth related causes. 80 to 9% are preventable, 80 to 90, and so
Wow.
that messed me up. I'm very fortunate to say that I have had wonderful pregnancy and birth experiences. I mean, my pregnancies were tough, but, uh,
Yeah,
things were good. But I just began listening to people and unpacking, systemic racism and intersectionality and why things are the way that they are. So that was in 2013, 2014, and
yeah,
in 2016. And yeah, learning about those disparities, that is what I say, that's where the seeds were planted, you know?
yeah.
And then it took a couple of years, but it was in 2016, I was pregnant with my 3rd child, and
Mhm.
I put on the Facebook, I was like, "I wonder what it would be like to have a birth center in the hood," and I'm like
Wow.
and I was like, "Why am I even talking about this? I've got 2 children, I'm homeschooling, they're little, I'm pregnant with my 3rd, like, what in the world? Okay, bye." Like, I can't. But then about 6 months later, the organization was formed. I would say, yeah, 6 within the next year, the organization was formed, and that's how it began, and so the audience knows Abide is a maternal health organization in sunny South Dallas, where it's the people that are sunny. It's the people that makes, South Dallas sunny.
Yes.
As we started a maternal health organization that centers Black women, and it led by licensed midwives or certified professional midwives. We have doulas,
Wow.
childbirth educators offering prenatal and postnatal care, and it's been absolutely amazing and beautiful what we've built. And
Yeah.
that vision was it was put there by God. Like,
Oh,
I could
wow.
not dreamt this thing up. I could not. I don't have a background, I mean, I was a doula and a childbirth educator, but I don't, like, have a healthcare, like, background and
Right.
his systems. I am just a person that saw that something was wrong, and my
Yeah,
sisters were dying and our babies were dying, and just decided to put action to my words and my thoughts and what I was feeling.
and I'm so glad that you did that Facebook post. Does it blow you away, girl, like, to see where you are today with Abide versus, like, the seed, and it has to blow you away.
I mean, it does. We're on the brink of I'm already looking at succession planning, okay? I'm looking at succession
Mm.
planning, I'm looking to move into a different arm of the organization, the for-profit arm, so
Yeah.
that we can begin planting our clinics, our easy access clinics on a national scale. So, yes,
Yeah.
it does blow my mind. I'm over here like, "What?" And I'm like, "I'm capable?"
Mm,
You have a background in business,
come
Jamila?
on.
Like, what? And that's why I'm just like, this God,
Mm,
like, I think that my life is being used in this way I hope that it's being used to inspire people to not put boundaries or limits on your
yeah.
abilities. You know, I
Yeah.
was a dance major. I was a dance and psych major in college.
Yeah.
No, there was no, what? My work history is retail.
Yeah.
But you know what's so interesting, Jamila?
Tell me.
Is I look at every part of my life, the
Yeah.
being a dance and psych major, being a dance teacher, and starting a nonprofit that supports providing dance education to youth, and working in retail. I loved working retail because I got to meet new people and
Yes.
always different.
Right.
All of that played a role in what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
Meeting new people and talking to stakeholders and talking to funders and identifying what my story is and sharing my story. Like I'm a great storyteller and visionary. And
Yeah.
looking at everything, that nonprofit that I started in my 20s, that prepared me for starting a nonprofit in starting Abide, working retail, helped me to refine my speaking skills and relational skills with people.
Yes.
Being a choreographer and a dancer, even that helped. It played a role in who I am today and how it impacts the work that I do, you
Absolutely.
know? So, yeah, it's just I see the little breadcrumbs,
Yes.
right? And I'm like, "Oh, wow, this is my story, and it's beautiful." So,
Yeah.
actually pausing to reflect and to celebrate is the thing that I'm learning to do, which I haven't been doing over the years, and it's been
Yeah.
amazing to witness.
Girl, that is a celebration in itself, and it just goes to show how we don't know what the plan is.
Oh,
We just do what we think we should do, and of course, we pray about it and all that, but at the end of the day, God has a plan, and if he has the plan, it's gonna happen. It's gonna come to
right.
fruition, and I'm just telling you, even when I saw the dance, like the nonprofit for the dance, I was like, "Cecily, that's amazing." I think we were in our 20s.
Yes.
So, I knew you were bound for greatness, like, period, like, just
Oh,
bound for greatness, and truly, I'm honored to know you. I'm honored to be able to have this conversation with you, and I would love to hear, are there any moms that came into Abide that have just, like, their story stood out to you?
so I'll say I don't actually interact with the families much. It's the
Okay.
midwife, the doulas. I'm more on the administrative, working with stakeholders and funders and all that to keep the organization growing and thriving. So
Yeah,
I really don't have too many stories that are profound or anything. I will just say that
yeah.
I have had opportunities to just sit in a clinic where people don't know
Mhm.
who I am and observe. I just
Right.
sit with my laptop and they'll either when they're coming in, they may think that I'm a mom or I'm pregnant or I'm there to seek services, and I'll just strike up conversations and just ask them how they heard about Abide and how are things going, and
Right.
with without fail, like, anyone that I've spoken to, any client that I've spoken to, they've just been like they love it. They love it.
Mhm.
They love their midwives. I did hear from the team the other day that they have a client that just comes in. She's not there for an appointment. She just comes in and sits on the couch because the environment that we've curated is just so peaceful, and it's like
Yeah.
going into your auntie's living room, and we've essentially created a village for
Oh,
people
yeah.
through our doors, and it does not feel clinical at all. It's just a
Mm-mm.
really beautiful, sweet, calming environment that centers Black women
Yeah.
unapologetically in our imagery and in our representation.
Yeah.
It's been really beautiful to witness, and even non-clients, people that come to tour the clinic, I always ask them how they feel when they walk through the doors. And
Yeah.
they're like, "It feels peaceful, it feels calming." They were like, "I felt anxious before, but now I feel calm, like it's gone," you know? And I'll
Wow.
physically see people's shoulders drop when they walk through our doors. Like, the way that
Wow.
it smells with essential oils to the music that we have playing, to the lighting and just everything. So it's pretty
Ah,
beautiful.
and
Yeah.
let me tell you, when I went into the clinic the first time, you know how sometimes you get like a tingle in your body? I felt when I went to the sitting area, I was like, "This is so cozy." It felt like just like you said, it wasn't like a clinic. It felt like this is my friend's house,
Yeah.
and we're about to sit down on the sofa and have a conversation. I love the environment that you created in that it's true. I really do. I felt so much peace in the whole building, in the room, and then plus the people. So kudos to you and your team for creating such a beautiful environment for people because, pregnancy isn't always easy for a lot of people. So to be able to come into a clinic that truly you feel peace, you feel cared for, you feel loved is so important. So that's my that's my like well, kudos.
Thank you,
Kudos to
Jamila.
you.
Thank you.
Um Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I want to know
Well, girl.
what
Girl.
girl, what does it mean to you to lead something that is so impactful to the community, um, and also stay deeply rooted in your own wellness?
Look at that, roots. Root.
Mm,
I'm, like,
roots.
obsessed with root systems. I
Yes.
really am. I'm obsessed with plant root systems. I'm obsessed with systemic, like, roots, getting to the
Yeah.
root things.
Yes.
I'm sorry, all I heard was roots, so go ahead and repeat it again.
I was gonna say because you have a tattoo and it's like all isn't it like all roots?
It's yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a
Yes.
clump right here with some sprigs, and then these are all roots, yes.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
then we have a growing it's like a seeds, a seed, and it grows into a plant, and it'll eventually grow into a tree that'll wrap around my back eventually.
Okay. Girl,
So,
I
yeah.
don't have not one tattoo yet, but I'm gonna get one. Imma get
Oh,
one.
I'll go with you. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of tattoos. Yes.
Yeah, I wanna get one, like, right here, and the first one I'm thinking about is a butterfly because I like butterflies, so stay tuned, sis, Imma hit you up.
You can do it. You can do it.
So, the question was, what does it mean to lead something so impactful while also staying deeply rooted
Mhm.
in your own wellness?
It's everything.
Yeah.
It's everything. Everything benefits from me staying rooted in
Mm,
wellness. Everything. My children, my friends, the work that I do, all of it is more it's healthier. Everyone's healthier when I am rooted in my own wellness.
yeah,
So, yeah, and to have an organization, I'm just like, wow, to recognize I've been dealing with chronic anxiety
yeah,
and a lot of stuff over the past several years, and to see that the organization has still been growing exponentially over the years.
yeah.
So now for me, I'm like, ooh, there ain't nothing stopping us.
Mm-mm.
There ain't nothing stopping us. I'm like, I'm healthy now, and I'm continuing to work on my health and my wellness, and it's just gonna get even better. It doesn't mean that we won't have some hiccups or struggles here and there by any means, but
Yeah,
I just know that when I am rooted in wellness, everything is better. Everything benefits from it, and so
yeah,
it makes me excited. It really makes me
yeah,
'cause right now I
yeah.
feel like we have a really healthy organization. We just gotta figure out the funding part, you know,
Mhm. Yeah.
in
Come
these
on.
tariff times and,
Oh,
these tough times under this current administration. But,
yeah,
yeah, things are hard for a lot of people right now, but I would say the heart, the culture of
yeah.
Abide is really beautiful and it's thriving, and so
I
it's
know
just
that's right.
better. Yeah, it feels good.
And what God has for you,
Right.
no man, no government, nothing can stop it, period.
I believe that.
Absolutely. I know you do.
I do.
And the funding, yes, honey, that's all coming.
It is. It is. It's just like, okay, we just, don't know the timing. Sometimes with us, we get restless. We like, "Okay, Lord, what's happening?" But we
Yeah,
stay grounded because I
yeah.
do actually believe the funding is coming.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just keep my nene would say And I think a lot of nays, grannies, whatever, they say this word,
Yeah.
keep a living. And
Yes. Yeah. Keep a living, baby. Okay. Well, you'll
yeah,
have to tell us, is there any way the audience can support Abide? How can we do that?
absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Abidewomen.org. You can go to abidewomen.org to make a donation. We have our
Yeah.
Roots of Hope fundraiser that is happening on November 1st. And all of those details, I believe, are on our website or on definitely going to be on Instagram. I would sign up for our newsletter and I would say my email. Shoot me an email if you want to learn more. It's Cecily at abidewomen.org. But yeah, you can just donate. I would follow our Instagram is abide_women. And that's where you'll get a lot of the announcements and whatnot. And all of our links are in our bio. But yeah, we're looking for the power of 100 heartbeats. We're looking
Mm,
for people that will get to donating $100 to the
yeah.
organization. But we're also looking for people to provide like recurring donations. So we can look at smaller donations to larger donations and just set that up recurring
Yeah.
for just that steady revenue stream. Yeah, it's just yeah, this is if there's a time to support a black led maternal health organization, it's
Yeah.
right now. Yeah, it's right.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And I'll
Mhm.
definitely have all the links and everything posted so that y'all can support, go out and support my sis, support Abide for
Thank you.
sure. Well, thank you. Before we go, I do have some rapid fire questions. So you'll have
Okay.
like 15 seconds to
Okay.
answer. And the first one, what's one unpopular opinion that you stand by?
What is I don't believe that God fits into a binary, and I believe that it's a very patriarchal system to only view God as a he.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, because who's to say he has a gender anyway? Like, where did that come from?
Yeah, exactly.
I like it. Okay. People pleasing in one word.
People pleasing in one word, I'll
Yes.
give you 3.
Okay.
Denial of self.
Ooh. Come on with the rapid fire. Okay. What's one habit you're breaking that's been the hardest to shake?
Being so accommodating.
Being accommodating.
Yep, that's it, being accommodating.
Okay. The most surprising thing about motherhood that no one warned you about.
That it's hard as hell. That I would lose myself. That I would lose myself and would have to find myself again.
Find it again. Let me tell you.
A new one, like a person you don't even know exists. That's it. Because I didn't find 20-year-old Cecily. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm finding a new person that I don't even know.
Yes. Thank you for that realness right there because nobody tells you that. I can attest it is hard. It's hard.
Yes.
It's hard. It's beautiful and all that, but it's hard.
Sometimes you
Oh
just
my
don't like it. You just don't like it.
girl.
Like, be real.
Yes. Yes.
I would be jealous
Listen.
of my single sisters. I'm like, look at you traveling. Look at you solo traveling. Look at you exploring the world. I want that.
I'm gonna get there soon, girl.
So,
That's like my friend. She's about to go to Italy. Well, she's a mom, but her kid, she's an empty nester. Kristen.
yeah.
She's going to Italy tomorrow. I'm like,
Okay, Kristen.
girl, I'm living vicariously through you, girl. Like, love it. Like, do you, honey?
Yeah.
Solo trip to Italy. I'm like, okay,
Hey, we're gonna have our time. I'm looking forward to it. I'm
that's
really
right.
to
I
it.
am too. Listen, it's coming. Thank you for that.
Thank
That's real. That is super real. I know a lot of moms will be like, girl, yes.
Yes.
I
Yes.
feel that.
Mhm. Absolutely.
Okay, so the last question I have, so this isn't necessarily rapid fire, but I want to ask this one to you. If you could whisper something to the younger you who was just starting to feel lost in the needs of others, what would you say?
I would say, Cecily, you will get through this and trust me. There is another version of you waiting on the other side that is going to knock your socks off
Mm.
and rock your world. Just wait. She's in there and she's going to come out and you're going to love her so much.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. And she is going to love you. She's going to remember you
Mm.
and she's going to hold you.
Mm.
That's what I would say.
I felt that in my soul. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jamila. This is wonderful. This is a wonderful healing experience chatting with you. It
Oh.
really is. If there's anything that I do remember from my 20s, it's you. Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah.
I can never forget Cess. Ever, ever.
No, I thought you
Hey! CLU. CLU.
knew. Girl, remember when we used to do those singing voicemail memos?
Oh. Oh
Leave
my
after the beep, please leave your name and number after the beep, please leave your
leave your name and number after the beep. Please leave your name and number after the beep. Girl, we was jamming.
My roommate was like, yeah, no.
What are you doing, girl?
Yeah,
Calm
like,
down.
I love you so much.
I
Oh,
love you.
this has been life-giving for me. Just
Uh,
thank you.
I love you so much. I love you so, so much. I'm so grateful once again for you being on. Girl, get your groove back. And I know the audience is going to love it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You are loved. You are appreciated. And y'all make sure y'all check out Abide. What's the website one more time, sis?
Yes, Abide Women's Health Services is the name of the organization, and it is abidewomen.org.
Yes, I love it. Thank you, thank you. Until
Thank
next
you.
time.